Let me just ask one question. I want to show you a picture of Ibrahim al-Kursi, who was recently released by the administration to the Sudanese, and he appeared on some al-Qaeda videos recruiting people for AQIP. I would just say, now that he's out, I would hope we would end the policy of issuing terrorists to terrorist nations, and where they can get out.
Well, Senator, he's not supposed to be doing that, and there are consequences for that, and there will be. But apart from that, the fact is that we've got people who've been held without charges for 13 years, 14 years in some cases. That's not American. That's not how we operate. We have a system of justice, and even in the military, we have a code of military justice, and we operate under a separate way. We just can't behave like that. This is a recruitment tool. You know, Guantanamo and our terrorists who are...
Let me interrupt here. The recruitment tool, I would respectfully say, is him on video saying, join me and fight the Americans.
And that's not part of the agreement with Sudan, and if they're not holding the agreement, then he can be
Let me follow up on that.
If he's advocating...
The chairman and I have laid out a position that we think that we should reduce assistance to a country that releases a al-Qaeda detainee by $10 million per detainee, and that would, as it applies to the country of Ghana, we give about $40 million a year if they accidentally release their people. I don't know if you know that about 37 people have escaped from Ghanaian prisons. Would also lay out that marker that we agree with to make sure that we would reduce assistance to a country that accidentally releases an al-Qaeda detainee to make sure they hold on to these people.
Well, in a classified session, I can go through with you the assurances that we receive from a country and the process that has gone through, which is extremely
Secretary,
extensive.
I would just say, do you still certify Sudan as a state sponsor of terror?
Yeah, it is still listed, yes. But it's under evaluation for that, but it is still listed, yes.
I might generally suggest that their words might not be worth anything if they were such a terror-sponsoring nation.
We have engaged in a lot of work over the last number of years for the implementation of the peace agreement that was reached with South Sudan and the creation of South Sudan, the referendum and other process. So we've had some engagement with them, but we've made it very clear to them what our expectations are for any kind of further efforts, which include ending the violence in Darfur, ending the violence in Blue Nile and South Kordofan, stop supporting Riek Machar and the rebels in South Sudan, and so forth. So we are currently in a very clear démarche to the government of Sudan as to what they need to do.
So as they said in Team America World Peace, you're going to send them a very angry letter.
No, we do more than that, Senator. You know, the president of the country, as you know, is indicted on war crimes. He can't travel anywhere. We're ready to arrest him if he did. I mean, there's a lot going on.